So, good morning, everyone.
Good
I'm
morning.
Juliana BOAS. And first, I'd like to present myself. I'm Brazilian, 24 years old, graduated in business administration with a specialization in marketing. And now, I'm an English student at English Lab Toronto, here now. So, firstly, and I have some experience, work experience in some large companies in different areas such as hotels, chemical companies, and pharmaceutical industries. So, welcome everyone. First, I'd like to ask, what do you feel when you see this picture? Can you answer if you want?
Pills. Pills shaped into a body.
What else?
People are made up of pills.
Yes. So, I will continue. What do you do when you have a headache? Or when you have a stomachache? This picture is funny. Or when you get a flu, cold, or allergy? Seek the doctor? Or run to the pharmacy to buy some kind of medicine?
Both.
Actually, you go to the pharmacy first, right? Yes. So today we're talking about one kind specifically class for the pharmacy for medicines. Is the abbreviation is OTC, over the counter. What I mean, Juliana, OTC? OTC is just mean free drug-free prescription. You can go to the pharmacy and buy that kind of medicine without prescription. Okay? I will show you one video for you.
When you have pain from a pounding headache and you need relief, trust Tylenol Rapid Release so you can get back to normal.
Just be yourself any way that you want.
Whatever your normal is.
Be yourself any way that you can. Just be yourself any way
Tylenol Rapid Release gel caps dissolve quickly and relieve your headache pain fast.
you can.
Tylenol Rapid Release. Get back to normal. Whatever your normal is.
Okay, this kind of commercial is a normal commercial, like advertisement on TV. I will show you another kinds of advertisements. For example, Advil. Advil, I will show you later, but I will show the different kind of advertisement in the other video. Oh, sorry guys.
Every day, thousands of people are switching from Tylenol to Advil. To learn more, go to takeadvil.com. The first 500,000 people get a free bottle of Advil. Take action. Take Advil.
Could you see the difference between the first commercial and the second one? I think it's really, you can see, for example, get a free bottle of Advil, and 1,000 people switch from Tylenol for Advil every day. This kind of merchandise are you talking about, everything so I'm talking about here is from experience about Brazil's health regulation for show this, okay? So this kind of advertisement in Brazil is banned. You can't do it. You can't talking about other concurrent names in your commercial or in your advertisement. But the other meaning is different. The first one, he just show how the medicine works, like the pains, the aches, the fever. And the second one usually just show the different people taking the same position, the medicine, in different situations, and you don't show how it works. It's two kinds of different advertisement. And I will show one more later just for you guys understand what you want to say. This kind of advertisements in one medicine in Brazil. This name is Neusaldina. This here is 2 pages of magazine, Here is the commercial on TV, and here I did it in Brazil, in the pharmacy. So everything is correlated, the same image, is the same things in the POS, in the magazine, and the advertisement, okay? And we talked about the Tylenol, so we have some correlate also, headache, and when you see this picture, we know some things in your head you have a headache. But why do you buy medicine without prescription? It's easy. Usually I said right now. Usually you have some unusual pain, like a headache, stomachache, and then you saw some advertisement, different, like Tylenol or Advil. And when you go to the pharmacy, we saw the merchandising inside the pharmacy, POS, is point of sale, and you have some promotion. So this is the process when you have to buy a medicine without prescription. You just think, oh, I have a headache, what kind of medicine I have to take? You remember some commercial and some advertisements. But which one is better to me? How can I know which kind of medicine I have to take for relieve my pain? The most popular medicines in Canada is Tylenol and Advil. In Korea, I asked my classmates, and the guys told me it's Tylenol and aspirin. In Brazil, it's Tylenol, Advil, aspirin, Neosaldina, Dorflex, Novalgina, and many kinds of the same product and the generics and the similars. So you have too much brands of medicines in Brazil. So the concurrence is really hard for every company. But I'm not here to teach you what kind of medicine you have to take. I will just show how the market works with these medicines. But I think it's really important to advertise you what the difference between one and another one. Basically is the substance. For example, in Dorflex and Neosaldina, the base is dipyronic sodium. It's the same base. But the compost is different. For this and this, it's three substances different, but the base is dipyronic sodium. How about Tylenol? I don't know if I will pronounce correct, but it's acetophen. Acetophen, I don't know, sorry. This is a substance name, I don't know correct pronounce. Advil is ibuprofen. And aspirin is acetylsalicylate. I don't know if it's correct the pronounce, but is the base different for every kind of medicine without prescription, OTC. Okay? I don't want to teach you, oh, I buy Tylenol or Advil, no. But for example, in my case, I'm allergic for this substance, dipyronic sodium. I know it because when I was child, I had some problems with this substance, and I can't take this. I just can't take Advil, aspirin, or Tylenol substance. Okay? Well, if you don't know, please visit your doctor, because you have to know to take correct medicine for when you have to buy some OTC. But how the marketing strategies in the pharmaceutical industry works? So, I searched on the internet in the Global Association of Marketing and Retail. The purchase decision is 22% go to the pharmacy to buy hygiene products, 12% go to buy cosmetics, 7% go design the brand at the store, 34% go with prescription and buy that kind of medicine, 80% is other things like food, beverage, and chocolates, whatever. But 7% buy for impulse. For example, you don't need to buy some kind of medicine, but you saw some advertising. Did you remember your commercial and take for you? Oh, maybe I would have some headache. I will get this one for me. I'm talking about the impulse. Who is the consumer for impulse? For IMS is one big company for searches for different companies in the world. So the 6% are women, mean age between 20 and 39. 83% is a middle class. In Brazil, you say B or C, because you have 5 class difference, no high, medium, and lower. So usually in Brazil is class B or C. It's like no two, it's not the rich and not the poor. In the really medium class. Okay? But how the industries work the marketing strategies focus? I got 3 points. Value of brand, the public market share, and the merchandising. Value of brand. This is the cycle. I will show you one more video, and you can compare how are you talking about the brand, the value of brand.
It's time to let it go, go away. I'll be there by your side. It's time and you should know that's the way. Come enjoy our ride. There's a rainbow in your eyes, shiny diamonds realize.
Views?
There's a place, there's a sunrise, no frontiers, no ties. I'll be there for you. We'll be
BOAS.
Deus agindo, manda essa dor de cabeça para bem longe. Aí fica muito mais fácil se livrar dos seus outros problemas. Dor de cabeça, chama
The
Deus.
advertising say when you send your headache far away, it's easy for you get to send far away other problems like BOAS, like other kind of problems. And the slogan for this kind of medicine is headache, call Neusa. Why Neusa? Neusa is from Neosaldina. Neosaldina has a nickname. What is Neusa? For example, if you go to Brazil and want to buy a Neosaldina, usually you will not say, please, one Neosaldina. You say, please, give me a Neusa. Because this value of brand from Neosaldina in Brazil is really important. It's a confidence between industry and the consumer. Because the benefit is not really showing like the first one, like Tylenol. The Tylenol just shows the pains, the aches, when you have some kind of pains. But Neosaldina just say, if you feel well, you can send far away all the problems. And the pricing strategy is really important for this kind of value of brand. Why? Because the confidence and benefits is correlated. So I believe in that kind of medicine. So that medicine will be good for me. So I can pay whatever the industry put the price for me. This is in Brazil. If I believe in that kind of medicine, I will buy that one and I will not change for another one. But how it works for the people's behavior, the market share? First, this is the view of the consumer, medicine cost. Sometimes, if you never take some kind of medicine, you have to choose for one. Usually, we will not buy the cheaper one and the higher price one, right? You will choose for the medium price because you can pay too much, but you don't believe in the cheaper one. So the first time, the medicine cost is really important. But in another case, like if you have a low brand for your medicine, of kind of medicine you take, you don't care about the price. You just take that kind of medicine. And this is for the view of the industry. You consumer is really important for them. Why? Because if you try one medicine, you will loyal and fidelity about that kind of medicine and that company. For example, Neosaldina is from my last job. The name was Nicomed and now it's Takeda. And for example, we have like 100 kind of medicines in the same brand. And when you saw the same brand in another product, you believe more than other companies. It's just the correlation about the brands, value of the brand. One simple medicine got for you get another one. But how does merchandising work? Just for review, what is merchandising? Merchandising is everything inside the store when get your attention, like technical, action, promotion, everything inside the store about for some products, some brands is kind of merchandising. Merchandising working in the marketing mix for 4 P's: product, price, promotion, and place. I think everyone heard about it, right? So, for example, here we have, and this is connected like communication, POS, and accuracy. You have the price, you have the promotion, you have the place, and you have the communication. Like everything works together for achieve that you are consumer for that kind of medicine. It's not only for medicines, I think you know, but in Brazil it's really common do merchandising for medicines. Okay? And this relationship in industry and customer is directly win-win. You are happy when you get kind of medicine good for you, and the industry is feel good also because you get fidelity. You are loyal for that kind of medicine. We will watch the Neusaldina video with balloons. That kind of balloons, brown balloon with yellow smile, look like Neusaldina tablet, right? So I will show what the kind of medicine works, and don't talking about pens.
Quando a dor de cabeça passa, a gente dá valor para as pequenas alegrias. Neusaldina, dor de cabeça? Chama a Neuza.
So this relationship is really close, industry and customer, because the industry show how the kind of medicine is good for you, feel other small joys. The translation for the Portuguese is like this. When you don't have a headache, you feel your small joys, like your sunny house just waiting for you in laughing a lot, right? And you saw the advertisement, brown balloon is making a yellow smile and got a tablet of medicine. So this relationship is really interesting in Brazil. Usually you, for example, I worked in this company and I know like everything about this kind of medicine. So when for example, we did some kinds of advertisement, we go to some place like some park and write your problem, put your balloon and go and how can I say? And your balloon go up like the commercial. So this kind of action went for everywhere in Brazil. So you really feel good when you write your problem and put far away because you don't care about it. So this kind of advertisement for me in Brazil is really intelligent because you don't talking about your pen, but talking about what can you feel better if you don't feel headache or other kind of pains. Thank you. And if you have some questions.
Speaking as usual as the person who's seen you progress, so seeing your from the start where it seemed kind of confused to me, but you've made so much. I mean before, but now you've made so much progress. It's great, much clearer. Good pauses with your questions, and you just spoke so much clearer, which is good. Still, sometimes you speak a little fast, but compared to a month ago where you would just be really, really fast all the time, it's much better. And so you used your PowerPoint and your videos really well. Okay. I think that's about it. Thanks.
Following the key points they have here in regards of scores, I first would like to say your body language is very good. That is something that is very important when you give a presentation. That adds value, it adds excitement, it engages your audience, and you did that very well. I was very impressed. You could tell you did very much preparation. I like how with this topic, it's with statistics, it's more facts and it's actually an actual opinion or perception. Therefore, you took the right route of using statistics, and that was very good. Eye contact was great, and just reiterating what he had said, he spoke really, really fast. For myself, this being something, a new topic, but it may be also for the audience with the English as a second language. It was very fast, but as he said, you have improved on that from the first time. Your humor is pretty good. There was something that happened and you apologized to the audience, don't do that, because again, they notice that. If you don't, they won't even realize it. And after that, you say, I may have made a mistake. Or saying, I don't know. Now, when you said certain parts of what I don't know, identify it by saying, I will not be covering this. So you remember you had certain slides that says, well, I don't know this. Just say, I won't be covering this part. So it's still there. And actually, if they capture that, it will intrigue them to do their research, which is very good because that gives them encouragement to learn more, which is what you said at the very end, which I like. That's something you should always do at the end of a presentation, saying, if you have any questions. That's very, very good. Your innovation and creativity was great utilization of the media. And one slide that really stood out to me that I really liked was when you spoke about relationship and you said directly, and you notice how you have the two arrows facing each other. That was very, very good innovation right there, and I give you applause for that. And overall, I would say, like, what did I put here? Very professional.